Hi guys, Shanice here from Pink Sugar Shop, Pink Sugar School, and Party Mavens on Facebook. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really cute layered invite using my Cricut Maker. I decided to go mermaid on my first few projects and I can't wait for you guys to see everything. So this invitation features brads, which you could probably find in your local craft store. I picked mine up at Michael's. I also found this really pretty vellum type paper, some white cardstock, and some glitter cardstock. The rest of the magic is up to your Cricut and your creativity. So let's dive in. See what I did there? So I have tons and tons of clip art from all over the web where I've purchased over the years. So I was surprised by how easy it was to get everything into Design Space. I took my PNG, put it into Design Space. This is where I'm adding a tag. I just hit continue and it automatically formatted it for Design Space. I saved it as a cut file, so now I have it open here, and what I'm doing is just taking a look at the size. I know I want it somewhere around 5 by 7 so that it can still fit in a 5 by 7 sized envelope for mailing. So I make sure I get it at the size I want it, and now I'm flipping it. So I just type in 180 degrees up top so I could flip the tail and prepare it to write the text. So once I have it flipped, I am just going to duplicate that, and this is for the second layer. I'm only going to need 2 layers even though the card is 3 layers. I'm going to cut one of the layers twice, and you'll see that later. So I make this layer white, and just like that I start typing my text. It's super easy. Design Space has been really easy to adapt to. So I'm just typing my text out and what I want to put on my invitation. So I have the name here and I'm just fitting it where I want. It's very important that the text fits properly inside of the tail and doesn't go outside of the tail because as you can see, we are running on very limited space, as the tail is very curvy. You could actually do the same invitation with any shape. It would be super cute for Christmas. I'm seeing like a Santa hat, Halloween. You can make it a pumpkin. You can do the same type thing with Valentine's Day cards. So you don't have to limit yourself to mermaids, and you don't have to limit yourself to invitations. It could be a greeting card, it could be an announcement, just something to cheer someone up. It's really fun to make and super easy. So as you can see, I'm just getting used to how to work with text in Design Space. So I'm filling out my invitation with everything that I needed to say. You're invited. I decided to do them separately because I was having a little trouble with the spacing in between words. So I decided to take my words and create them separately and piece them together. I started playing around a little bit more, and it was super easy to change colors, move things around. I wasn't 100% adapted yet, and I still am not, so I'm just, you can see me clicking some things that are like a little off. But I'm getting used to it and it's kind of fun. So I was able to change the colors, fit my text exactly where I want it. But then I thought I could do this a little bit faster in Photoshop just for tutorial purposes. I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch me get used to the program. So I decided to go into Photoshop after a while and just cheat a little bit and type my text. But it's really cool because Cricut works with Adobe Suite seamlessly. So as a designer, it's really easy for me to go into Photoshop, do what I have to do, bring it in, and voila. So this is a little bit before. Okay, here it goes. I'm bringing in my text that I just created in Photoshop. And that was super easy to do too. Just make sure that you click simple and that you're saving it as print and not cut. So yeah, learned that the hard way. So I took that over, hit next, and my text is in Design Space. Okay, so now I'm gonna get rid of all this extra stuff that's on the canvas, and I'm just going to take all of that. Well, I grouped it, didn't want to do that. Okay, so I'm taking all of that and I'm just going to move it down screen for now so that I can play with the parts that I need, which is the white cardstock, tail, and the text. So I'm fitting it now into the cardstock because I don't want this to be the same exact size as the glitter cardstock, because I want it to show through. So on the front, as you saw, I had the vellum, and on the back, the glitter cardstock. I wanted the white part to be a lot smaller so that, well, not a lot smaller, a little smaller so that you could see all 3 layers at the same time. So now I have that where I want it. I'm going to move the cardstock and vellum piece off to the side and get this set up. So now I'm just gonna turn the little eyeball off on all of those layers so they're not in the way and they don't affect me when I head over to the cut screen. So I was able to turn those off easily. And now I'm ready to cut pretty much. So this screen pops up and it's pretty much showing you your design and how it would be laid out on the mat and on your paper that you're going to print with. So I'm okay with that, and I'm going to go ahead and go to the next screen where I get to choose my material to tell the machine what to cut and how to cut it. So this was really easy. Oh, actually first, before I do that, I'm going to print it. Gotta print it. So I selected my printer in the drop down menu for print, and that was really easy. And then I just selected cardstock. So here I am putting it down on my light grip mat and letting the machine do its magic. It was really easy, really fast, and I'd say it delivered a perfect cut. I'm gonna take it off in 1 second so you guys can see. Perfect cut, as I said. After that, I went back over to Design Space, and here I am. It's going kind of quickly, but I am just about to cut my vellum. So I was a little confused here because I didn't know what setting to use for vellum. So I kind of just went with vinyl and said a little prayer. I did have to cut twice. I changed it to vinyl and I changed the pressure, and it cut perfectly the second time. So here it is cutting the vellum. So pretty. I absolutely love this. I've never seen this in Michael's stores before, but I saw it and knew exactly what I wanted to use it for. So after I got my vellum cut, I went back over to cut my glitter cardstock, and I had to go into more materials to find glitter cardstock, which I found really easily. Selected it, and we're cutting cardstock. After the cardstock was cut, which took no time at all, it literally cut it like nothing, like it was nothing to that machine. So after the cardstock was cut, I have my 3 layers. I'm taking my Cricut True Control knife, which I absolutely love. It was so easy to grip and cut with. It made it really, really fast and efficient. So I'm gonna cut the vellum because it kind of was like layered and it had a film on the top, so it left a bit of frayed edges, I guess you could say. So I'm just cleaning that up with my True Control knife, and now I am going to start piecing together my invite. So I just want to make sure I have it exactly where I want it, and once I piece it together, really, really simple, guys. You guys are going to be doing this left and right, I promise you. Here I am piecing it together, and the type A in me is coming out, as you can see. But once I have it all together, I'm going to take my hole puncher and just punch a hole in the top left corner. Now before I do that, I want to show you guys the brads. So I got these brads, and they're Recollections from Michael's, and I just opened my brad so I would have everything ready to go. So now I'm finally going to put a little punch in the top left corner and just make sure you have all 3 layers in, and then just punch with all your might. It might get a little thick because of that cardstock. So you grab a brad and put it right through the hole. Flip your invitation over or card and just push down the little 2 tabs, and there you have it. It's pretty much done, and look how cute this turned out, you guys. It's so fun. I absolutely love it, and I hope you guys do too, and I hope you learned a lot, and I can't wait to show you the rest of the projects I created mermaid style with my new Cricut Maker. Yay!